To this session of how to get the most value out of your existing software. I'm John Horner. Be sure to check out my other sessions as well as those from my colleague JP Lessard. Today, we're going to talk about expanding your software through reporting and business intelligence. When you think about reporting, probably think about decision making. Better decisions come from better reports. By having better data, better reports in a more timely manner, you and your organization are able to make better decisions. Seeing what's working, what isn't, will allow you to adapt. It's a key part of continuous improvement. Organizations with great timely reports adapt and improve faster than organizations that do not. But that's just the start. With great reports and good forecasting, you can improve your resource planning, strategic planning, and improve the productivity and efficiency of your team. Beyond that, people focus on what is measured. So by building reports and sharing those with your team, you can have your team focusing on what's important to your organization. By focusing on whether it's efficiency and productivity or customer engagement and satisfaction, what you're measuring and sharing is what your team will spend their time getting better at. Regardless of what system you have, there's likely a way that you can get better reports from it. Many systems allow direct access, just to plug in a reporting solution right to it. Yeah, the pros, if your system allows it, is it's often very easy, low effort, and often low cost to do something like that. There are some cons though. One is that when you're running reports, it can slow down your system, which can cause problems. Two, the data in your system may not be structured in a way that's super valuable to you. So you may not be able to get the reports you need, or it may take a lot of work to try and structure it in a way that's helpful. If either of those is a challenge or direct access isn't a potential solution, you could consider building out a separate reporting database, one that's structured the way that you need to get the reports that you need. It also has the benefit that when people are running reports off of this database that's synchronized with your existing database, it won't impact the performance since it's running off of a separate system. On top of that, you could potentially build reports from multiple systems by building out one database that runs reports off of these different and disparate systems. So there are many benefits. The cons are that it takes extra time, extra work in order to set this up and make sure that the synchronization rules are correct and the data mappings are there and that you're getting the data in a timely manner. So making sure that you have good timely data from these sources just takes extra work, time, and sometimes cost to build that, but it can have large benefits as well. If you find that you have a tremendous amount of data from different resources and you're looking to get great insights out of that, that's where a data warehouse can come into play. Often that's great for extracting large amounts of data from multiple sources into a structured way. So there's extraction and transformation and loading processes that will take that and organize the data so that you can evaluate the key metrics along different dimensions and hierarchies and really just explore the data and run good reports and insights off of very large data sets. It also can hook into various business intelligence tools to allow you to explore and view that data in different ways. Of course, there's a lot of work to architect, develop, implement, and then maintain data warehouses. So the cost and the benefits need to be evaluated to make sure that it makes sense. Now that you've accessed the data in your system, it's important to think about what types of reports make the most sense. There are different kinds of reports, and different solutions can help give you the different types of reports that you might need. For example, many systems have list views, things like an orders list or a projects list or a customers list that you could run filters by and maybe export data and just get, in a very simple way, any of the end users can just pull some data that might be needed on a regular basis. If you have more complex reporting needs, you could develop custom reports, things that have complex calculations or logic or layout requirements, things that might have groupings and aggregations. You can use tools to build those reports. Typically, you'll need someone with a technical background in order to build that, but it can give you powerful reports around productivity or work in progress, shipment routes, whatever you can imagine. You can build reports that can give you that type of information. If you're trying to put the reporting needs into the hands of your users, ad hoc reporting tools are great. They can allow the actual users of your system to get data that they need by connecting to different data sets and choosing what fields and filters they want to view on their reports and what they want to view as totals or how they want to group the information, and then save and share those reports or even run them on a regular basis. And for exploring data based off key performance metrics across various dimensions, things like sales by region or seasonal trends. Business intelligence tools and platforms provide a great solution for seeing and interacting with your data in that manner. Once you now have connected to your data, you've figured out the types of reports you need, you've identified some solution, there's one thing that's super important to consider, and it's what I call the GIGO problem. The greatest enemy of good reports is bad data. If your technology people are still struggling getting you the reports that you need, this is the number one cause. The number two cause, by the way, is the data is not structured right, which a reporting database could help with. But if you've got the GIGO problem, the garbage in, garbage out problem, it's important to make sure that you've thought through from the beginning of how data is entered, how your system's configured, all the way through to how you're getting the reports so that you have good information. Ideally, when you're implementing a new system, you're building out your requirements and implementation planning, you're thinking about the reports that you need and how that will be entered. It's a very important part of a system implementation project. And then once you have that, it's just as important to build good process, to make sure that people are entering the data in a manner that makes sense. Oversee that. Make sure that there are either validations or oversight that the data is being entered. And then make sure that data quality is enforced by your organization. Convey the importance of data quality and then share the value that you're getting from good data. Good data requires effort, time, and work by your team to ensure it's correct. Of course, through great systems, you can make that easy through validations and just making sure it's easy for the people to enter good data or integrations as well. But if any of these things haven't happened and you're just in a spot where you have a system and you have the GIGO problem, it's not too late. It's still possible to build processes to either clean data or start now so that tomorrow you can have better data and start getting the information that you need. So eliminating the GIGO problem will allow you to get the great dashboards, reports, decisions, strategic decision making that we've talked about today. Now that you know, it's time to do something about it and start leveraging the data from your systems to get better insights. If there's anything that I can do to help, just let me know. Thank you.